Hello Formula One fans, welcome to Formula Pun Racer. Today is May 19th, 2022. This video speaks of the 5th round of the Formula One season, which occurred back on the 8th of May, Mother's Day. And with this year also marking the 20th anniversary of the premiere of CSIMiami, which occurred on CBS, might as well say that, as a coincidence, this race took place for the first time in Miami.
Miami Grand Prix, we're racing in the States and it's lights out and away we go, and it's a great reaction from Charles Leclerc. It's a decent reaction from Max Verstappen, but Carlos Sainz is ahead of him.
When the lights went out and away the cars went for the inaugural Miami Grand Prix, it was Ferrari 1-2 starting the race, with Leclerc on pole and Carlos Sainz Jr. starting second. Red Bull's Max Verstappen was not far behind, starting third. While Leclerc went ahead at the start, Max Verstappen quickly managed to snake by Carlos Sainz for second. By lap 9, Leclerc was still leading, but by the finish line, Red Bull's Max Verstappen got by the Ferrari. So if you were hoping for a Ferrari dominance, I'm afraid to say the Italian stallion got glued. Yeah, you can expect a lot of CSIMiami one-liners in this video because what I said about CSIMiami earlier. Suffice to say, David Caruso did not show up to watch this race. I have to admit, though, that the Miami Grand Prix wasn't as eventful as I'd hoped. True, it had a hell of a turnout with lots of people, basically a sellout, which is something that IndyCar races unfortunately don't seem to have these days, not even the Indianapolis 500, which I'm still hoping to attend, as tradition demands it. And the fact that the tickets at Miami at the cheapest are like $400. Like, no way. You will not see me do that unless they make them much cheaper than that. Suffice to say, I live nowhere near Florida anyway. But that aside, the majority of the race was pretty much uneventful. But by lap 41, we were in for quite a spin of events. Literally, with Lando Norris, after he tangled with Pierre Gasly going through one of the turns shown here.
Having a pretty lonely race. Third place, and oh dear! Lando Norris has made contact with the AlphaTauri of Pierre Gasly.
Game over for Lando Norris, but aren't you glad he was okay? If you thought Lando Norris' spin there was graceful, it was unfortunately a bigger bang for the two Germans in the race, Mick Schumacher of Haas and Sebastian Vettel of Aston Martin. With 3 laps from the finish, they both collided with Vettel out, but Mick managed to continue. You'd probably think between these two Germans, they would probably want to go at each other's throats because of this. Fortunately, there was no ill will between Mick and Seb. Vettel and Schumacher spoke things over, and they just let bygones be bygones. So, congratulations you two for making that the case. As for the race itself, when all was said and done, it was Max Verstappen of Red Bull who took the win at the inaugural Miami Grand Prix, with the Ferraris of Leclerc and Sainz finishing a distant second and third. While it was close in the championship form, Ferrari still holds the championship lead, but their gap over Red Bull is reduced to just 5 points now. So going into the next round, which is this Sunday, May 22nd in Spain at the Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona, the stakes are really high for Ferrari. But as for Red Bull winning the race, and since you can't have a beefy meal without a bull, it can be said that Red Bull claimed the highest stakes. Fernando Alonso of Alpine Renault initially finished 9th on the track, but was penalized by the stewards after having contact early in the race with Pierre Gasly and then cutting the track later on and gaining an advantage and not giving it back like he was supposed to. So he was demoted back to 11th spot, giving Alexander Albon of Team Williams 9th and 10th spot to Lance Stroll, who once again finishes in the points for Aston Martin, albeit just 1.
All right!
In 2026, the F1 regulations are going to be changed, which will open the doors wide open for Porsche and Audi of the Volkswagen Group to join Formula One for the very first time. At this point, there are talks that McLaren and Audi are doing discussions, But a takeover is out of the question because McLaren wants to stay as McLaren. But Audi has also had some talks with Aston Martin and Williams for power units, but we don't know yet what's going to happen. And as for the term Porsche, it is most likely that it will provide their engines to Red Bull and AlphaTauri. But that is yet to be decided as well. Let's see how this turns out. And for all you Audi and Porsche fans out there, I hope you got some Wiener Schnitzel, pretzels, and beer ready to celebrate. Sehr gut!
All right.
For the moment, we're not sure where Porsche and Audi will go in F1, if they'll build their own F1 teams, or if they'll link up with another. At this point, there have been talks that Porsche will link up with Red Bull and its sister teammate AlphaTauri. And as for Audi, they're presently in talks with McLaren, as they previously were with Williams and Aston Martin. But McLaren has demanded no takeover by Audi, because McLaren wants to stay as McLaren, so conditions and talks are still being worked out between Audi and McLaren, but let's see how that goes. All in good time, we will see what happens when these two German manufacturers take on the world of Formula One. Thanks for watching my video, everyone. Please like and subscribe to Formula Pun Racer to stay up to speed for more humorous reports. The next round of the F1 season is right here. Good old Viva España, where Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso are bound to be the big stars of this race. In any case, be sure to share with your friends and family. Like, share, and subscribe. I could always use subscribers. Click the notification bell below to be notified of future videos. And we'll see what happens in Spain. And of course, practice for the Indy 500 continues today. And this Saturday on NBC, qualifying for the 106th running of the Indianapolis 500 will beckon. Let's see who comes out on top. And also in the first round of practice, which occurred back on Tuesday, Takuma Sato was fastest with Scott Dixon second and Jimmy Johnson amazingly finishing third fastest. So looks like Jimmy Johnson does have a chance to win Indy after all. I hope it happens. But once again, practice for the Indy 500 is occurring as we speak. And then Saturday, qualifying for the greatest spectacle in racing will occur. Well, that's all for now. See you in the next video, everyone. And congrats, Max, on your latest win and taking it to the max. I'm Aaron Cylinder, firing on all cylinders.